Consider a sudden market collapse, a medical crisis, or a disaster that levels a home. Most of the protective layers we build around our lives are vulnerable to forces entirely outside our control. In 312 BC, a merchant named Zeno believed his position was secure. He was 50 years old, highly successful, and had spent decades building a fortune in the Mediterranean trade. That security vanished when a massive storm intercepted his vessel off the coast of Phoenicia, shattering the hull and scattering his life's work into the sea. He stood on the shore as his crates of Phoenician silk and heavy chests of silver coins sank into the darkness, taking his entire inheritance with them. The chaos of fortune ignores human status. In a matter of minutes, a lifetime of external achievement was reduced to debris floating in the surf. Shivering and drenched, Zeno was left completely alone on the beach. He had transitioned from a man of immense influence to a destitute survivor with nothing but the clothes on his back. Typically, this level of ruin dictates a specific path, either a descent into permanent despair or a desperate, obsessive struggle to rebuild the lost wealth. This moment reveals the central tension of the Stoic origin. When external forces destroy your reality, what is the specific mechanism that allows you to survive the aftermath? Zeno chose an unexpected pivot. Instead of returning to the sea, he walked to Athens, the intellectual capital of the world. He immersed himself in the marketplace, studying under the Cynics. He began to learn that extreme poverty could be a tool for clarity, teaching him how to find value when material things are stripped away. Eventually, he began teaching at the Stoa Poikile, the painted porch. His students became known as Stoics, named after the walkway where they gathered. His decades of inquiry were driven by a single question. If the sea can pocket my ships and my silver, what remains that no storm can take from me? Zeno taught that the universe moves with a rational, divine order called the Logos. Every human being is a part of this system, woven into a cosmic logic that transcends individual misfortune. This is the dichotomy of control. The outer circle holds everything outside your power, weather, the economy, and others' actions. Inside is your absolute authority, your judgment and response to chaos. External things are merely preferred indifference. Virtue alone is sufficient for happiness. There is a deep irony in this. A man who lost his entire fortune used that loss to build a system proving that material wealth is philosophically irrelevant to inner peace. This wasn't a theory to be memorized. Zeno treated philosophy as a rigorous daily skill. He believed the mind required constant training to remain resilient. He practiced what he taught, wearing thin clothes in winter and eating simple barley cakes. When offered luxury, he often declined, knowing that a mind dependent on comfort is a mind that can be easily shattered by loss. The lesson he brought back from the shipwreck was simple. External events do not cause suffering. Our relationship to those events and the judgments we pass on them cause suffering. These ideas proved remarkably durable, surviving for centuries to empower everyone from the enslaved philosopher Epictetus to the most powerful men in the ancient world. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius used Zeno's framework to maintain his sanity while governing an empire under the constant pressure of war and plague. This entire legacy began on that beach in Phoenicia. The wreck served as a profound awakening, forcing Zeno to discard his material identity to reveal a more durable one. The sea successfully took his silver, but it could not touch his reason or his ability to choose how he would meet his fate. Your own ship will eventually break. When you are stripped of what you thought defined you, remember Zeno's discovery. True freedom is realizing that your inner peace was never on that ship to begin with.